Good morning. Hello and welcome to Hooked on Promotions live interviews. I'm your host, Corinne. Happy Thursday, everyone. And thank you guys for tuning in to another live interview. We are going to bring on the business Profitess again, and we're going to see what tools she has to offer business owners. She has some great tools that she has for you guys today, and I'm so excited to bring her on. So last time we were talking about Smart Guy, and we discussed how joining smartguy.com can help your business grow. So today we're going to bring her back on, and we're going to talk about online Business Concierge. And this is 3 tools for business owners. So go ahead and show some love and share. Make sure you invite your friends to join, your business owner friends, your entrepreneur friends, and anyone out there that's interested in learning about these tools, and maybe you can help other people as well. So go ahead and show some love and share. And make sure you guys subscribe to our notifications so that you will always be notified when we go live, and you will never miss a topic or one of our live interviews. And I see our guest is on. Let me get her invited. Just a second. Thank you guys again for tuning in.
There,
Hello, how
girl,
are
you're
you?
looking good today. I love that
You
hair.
are too. Thank you. I like to change it up, you
Girl,
know.
you do. I see you're a model though, right?
I used to model, yes.
You
I'm
still
retired
doing
now.
it.
Yeah, right. I get to do it like, here and there in regular life.
I hear that. Wow, but you're looking good. Hey,
Thank you so much.
I want to thank you for inviting me on this interview today, and I'm so excited because I have some really great tools for the entrepreneurs, especially the home-based business owners, because they're usually solopreneurs.
Right, right.
And so there's about 3 tools that they can use your cell phone with and their computer that help get the word out. One of the very first ones is the V card.
Okay.
Now the V card is a virtual card, and I'm going to share how easy it is. And it also works with the program that they now have. It's called Text Attendant.
Text
Now,
attendant.
what I love about the V card is I don't have to rummage through my purse to walk with my business card. And so what you do is here's what I'm going to give the people right now my V card. It's 951 2. Oh, well, first thing, here's a scenario. Open up a new text message. And in the number, you're going to enter 951 299 3177. And the message you're going to send today is Facebook. Just type
Okay.
Facebook and send it. You're going to get an automatic reply. And in it, it'll have a link. You select the link and you'll have my business card right there. It has my phone
Okay.
number. It has my text information. It has my email. It has my 4 ways to contact me. Plus, it has links to my social media. Now, is that not easy to give out a business card?
Right, right, it is. And even for places like here in Florida where it's rainy, you have a business card and then it gets placed, and sometimes it gets messed up with the V card. You don't have to worry about your business card getting messed up, or you're losing it, or it has, your kid's gum stuck to
Or them losing the card, because all they have to do is go back to their text message and there it is. They can also download it. Like I've had to download mine, just my V card, onto the face of my cell phone so that I can show people instantly what my business
it.
card looks
Oh,
like. And your picture gets to go on the V card. Now,
okay.
in the auto reply, also I ask them to give me their name and their email address. Now, when they reply with that email and their name, they've just opted into my database. And if they don't want any messages from that point, that's okay. But I have their information, and I
Mhm.
don't have to walk around. So if you're a public speaker, you're out in a group, and you're speaking, can you not see how you don't have to take home 50, 10 to 50, you don't have to take all of those cards home and put that information in. When you go home,
Right.
now with the text attendant, by them putting Facebook, I just created that tag, Facebook,
Okay.
so that I know where people are coming from and I can respond to them
Okay.
with special messages. So to me, this is really, really a cool um, tool that I think every business owner has.
Yes. So with the V card, can you, for people that maybe are just now joining on, can you give the number again for
Oh, yeah,
the
no,
V card?
no problem. 951-299-3177.
Okay, I will put that in the link below so you guys can directly go to it. And then also for the directions, where all you have to do is open a new text message and you will type in the words Facebook, send it to that number, and then it will go directly to you. So I will put the directions to that as well.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Um, so the other thing is that if they want this for themselves, they scroll
Hmm.
down the page and they'll say, I want this myself, and they put their information in, and then
Okay.
they'll be contacted so that they can get their V card themselves.
Okay.
Now,
And they'll be able to create it themselves. Now, all they would need is a picture and their links.
they will need their picture, the links, and now what to their email address and things like that. There's two programs. One is the V card, and the other one is the text attendant. The text
Okay.
attendant allows them let me share with you the beauty of the text attendant. The text attendant allows um, there's a lot of great features. It allow you to send a mass text out to a lot of people and it looks
Okay.
individual.
Oh, okay.
Number
That's great.
two, isn't it? You know how right now on our cell phones it goes out and it goes to 20 new people and you see all of there's 20 people and then when they
Right.
respond, it doesn't happen with text
Right.
attendant. Okay.
Okay, that's great.
Number two, you can also schedule it so you can write all the text that you want to send out. And let's say you want to and schedule it and it'll go out at different times in advance.
Now that's great. Okay, so I just want to rewind because that's actually perfect. For my business owners, the text attendant, it will tell you where people are coming from. Like if you do the Facebook thing and you send her the message, it will allow her to know where she found your number, where she got your information from. So you can tell people where people are coming from and where you met them, and then you can send a mass text, but it will look individual. So it won't have, everything going to the same person, and you can see their replies and everyone can see the number and people are asking, who is this person? Who is this? You don't have to
Right.
worry about that. And then you can also schedule text messages.
Yes. And the best part of it, you can send text messages to these individuals from your computer.
Oh, and you can use the computer. That's great.
In fact, the text attendant, the processing center is totally on your computer. I have it on my cell
Okay.
phone, so when text messages come in, I can reply to them individually, but it's in front of my computer. And how much more work can we do faster on the computer than texting on, well, I have some friends that can text pretty fast, but the thing is, on their cell phone, but on the computer, I think it's really a perfect tool.
Right, right. I know for sure that me on the computer, I wish that more things were on the computer because I can use the keyboard and just really go. But, so I like it both ways. The computer is definitely faster for me. It just
Right.
not
So,
really that, it takes me a minute.
so you can see how this can help the person grow their business. And also, if you're looking at time, it saves time. And you never
Right.
are without your business card. As long as you can talk, you're never without your business card. So how many times
Wow.
we go out someplace and we're not taken our business card or something like that,
Mhm.
this is one of those times. This is you're never without your business card, and all the responses
Yes.
that people come, it comes right back in, goes right into yourself, to your text attendant.
Yes. Okay. That's perfect. So we have the V card and the text attendant. And then if they wanted the text attendant, would it be the same way where they just say they want it for themselves?
They want it for themselves. When they put in there that they want the V card, they in fact when they call me today, they put in for this they put this information in. I will respond to them, number one, and then I will give them a link where they can also see a video. I'll give them a link. I'll send them a link to my Google Doc where there are items that I love to use that they'll be able
Oh, okay.
to, yeah, that they'll be able to select the link and go to them for all the items I'm going to
Okay.
share with them today. Okay. So they'll have a link
Yes.
and they can go to it. And so, yes, I do get it's an affiliate relationship, but that's okay. Everybody's got an affiliate somewhere.
Absolutely. That's how you network.
It's a network. So that's one. I think that's one of the first things that almost every business owner needs is their own. Because once you go in, you do want your image. You want to. People get business cards, and if your picture's not on the business card, we forget what we spoke to them about so many times, especially if you're out
Right.
a lot.
Yes.
So now
Hmm.
the another tool that I have, and I'm a professional bookkeeper, as I've told you before, is
Yes.
cash accounting. Now, this is a tool for business owners to help them keep track of their money coming in and going out. It's a debit card that talks. So let's talk about it. You make a purchase. Well, you talk. But you make a purchase, and it'll ping you on your cell phone that you've made a purchase. It's a regular debit card, and then it pings you that you made a purchase. So then you open up that application and you tell them, oh, I went to Sears, or no, not Sears. Nobody knows Sears anymore. Staples. I went to Staples and
Some people
I
don't see
um, I went to Staples and I made a purchase of a computer for the office. They speak it. The system transcribes it. You take a picture of your receipt and your bookkeeping's done.
Wow.
Now, does that sound easy?
So easy.
So easy, huh? So
Yes.
that helps
Very
them.
easy.
Their bookkeeping's done. Now I tell people, make certain that you keep a copy of it, just for a minute to make certain that it's stored. Because once it's
Hmm.
stored, now you have the records. Then you can get rid of it. So you don't no longer have a stack of receipts like this that you put in the shoebox and you get around to it, you're going to put it into the system. Your record keeping is done. So that's why it's called talk accounting. Now, if you don't
Talk again now.
talk accounting, if you don't um, do record it after a while, the system will shut down until you record it.
Oh, okay. That's great. So you won't
You're
forget and you'll have to put it in. Okay.
right.
That's
So it's like your bookkeeper in your wallet.
okay. That's
And
great for business owners, talk accounting. Okay.
yeah, and that it really reduces their cost for their bookkeepers.
Hmm. Right, they'll be able to do it themselves. And then even if you are a beginner and you don't have the funds to go out there and get a bookkeeping company or a person, you can use this yourself until you get to that point. And then you
Right.
might love it so much that you don't need outsourcing. You know, you don't need to outsource. You can do everything in home.
Right.
Save money.
And it helps you classify. And when they go through me to get their talk accounting, they have me as a resource.
Okay, that's
And
great.
then so that's another tool. Do you see how that would save them time in record keeping? And it also puts a system together for them for record keeping and running their business.
Right. Right, exactly. So is there anything that they would, in order to sign up for the talk accounting, do you have to have a bank account set up? Would they have anything they need to start first?
No, well, what they do is it's $50 to open their account, but the money goes directly onto their card.
Okay.
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 Then what they can
Hmm.
do, and it's a bank. It's a bank that there's only like right now one bank in the entire United States that has this program. And
Okay.
so for direct sellers or anything like that, they can um, have their checks deposited directly into this bank account.
Oh, okay. And then it will keep record of when it
Oh
came
yes.
in, how
Oh
much it was,
yes.
all that. Okay.
See,
Perfect.
doesn't that take care of a lot of record keeping because it shows their sales, it will
Absolutely.
show their revenue, what came in. Now, let's say they already have it set up and maybe they see a different purpose. Maybe they have employees or a subcontractor that they can give this card to. That helps them control over that money.
Okay, right. So even if you were using it for someone to make a purchase for you and you only wanted a certain amount and you can keep track of if they actually made that purchase, what they bought, what time, where it was, and how much it was. So you're not dealing with inconsistencies or not knowing if it was actually done the right way. That is
Correct.
great.
Correct. I had a client last night, and I realized this morning I should have told her she wanted to open a bank account, and I should tell her just to do this because that way I don't have to keep track of the records because when they make a
Hmm.
purchase, the phone will be a ping, like when you get a text message, it'll do that,
Right, like a notification. Okay.
and then you open up the icon and you speak into the phone. You don't have to type into what it is. You say, I
Hmm.
went to Staples, I purchased a computer, and it was for the office. And the
Okay.
system transcribes, just like when you select that you're going to dictate a message, it does the same
Hmm.
with this into the talk accounting. And
All
then
right.
it codes it, and you take a picture of the
Mhm.
receipt, and your record keeping's done. So how long do you think that would take you to do that record keeping?
Oh, about 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, probably just one.
Really?
I mean, if you know it's right there, you're talking, you don't have to type, and you can take a picture of the receipt. So it's right there. It's on your right there in your hands.
And it's
It's very
stored.
easy and simple.
Right. And the
And you
rec
can also get a notification and a ping. You can use it to let other people, if they're doing your purchasing. That way, you don't have to worry about the amount of money that you set not being used, the budget, you're going over the budget. So you're able to keep track of that. And you can also use this for tax as well, right? To your records for your taxes.
well, that's the purpose of it. It was designed by a gentleman who, this program was designed by a gentleman who, his wife was a bookkeeper, an accountant.
Okay.
And he fixed it so she could serve more people and not so much time involved as a bookkeeper. And
Wow.
because there's a lot of times as a bookkeeper, we have to ask the client what was the purpose for
Hmm.
that purchase.
Right, and then they have to remember, what did I get that day, or what was going on that day, especially if it was a year or a couple
Oh,
of
yeah, right.
an
When you wait
entrepreneur.
or 2 years, sometimes you have to go
Right, if
back to
you're
book.
being an
Yeah,
entrepreneur, you can forget what you purchased last month because there is a lot going on.
right. And this really, from an audit standpoint, it's to me, it's really awesome. So in the event that a person has an audit, they have the record basically at the time of the transaction, and then they have proof of that receipt taken right there and then, so that when they go to look at the records, they're they say a bulletproof for an audit.
All right, that is great. Okay, I will make sure to put that as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in And in the description bar at the top, I'm going to bullet point every single item that we discussed so that people can, let you know which one they wanted to get more information about.
Okay. Now, like I said, what I'll do is I'm going to put a link up where they can go and go to my Google Doc and just basically select the items that they want, or even I think I'll
Okay.
fix it so they can print out the sheet, or just select the link and go to it and get that version or get more information.
Okay.
So
So we can
again,
probably put that link in the comments as well
well,
so that everyone.
let them all go to get my V card.
Okay. I got you. I
You
got you.
see the V card, and then
I
I
got
can do an auto reply with the link
you.
to
Okay.
the Google Doc.
Okay. And for the V card, it was 951-299-3177. And you just open up a new text message, you send it to that number, and then you type Facebook and hit send.
That's
So that it will go directly to Miss Sandy, and she will be able to get you all the information that you need. We were talking about the V card and the text attendant, and we were talking about the talk accounting.
okay. Now there's one more tool. This
Yes.
one really means money. A business associate of mine says that if you are not keeping track of your business miles, that's okay. He says you're just throwing dollar bills right out the window, and I want to follow you and collect those dollar bills because because if you're not keeping track of your business miles, you are that equates to over 50. I think I can check real quick. I don't even know what the miles, because right now my cell phone and Miles IQ is called Miles IQ.
My IQ. Okay.
Keeps track of my miles. It's turned on. I don't have to turn on the system or anything like that. And when I get in the car and travel, it follows me. Provides the mile, the what do you call it? The GPS, the route that I've
Oh, the
taken,
okay.
and it calculates what it would be in business miles, how much I would save if that's for that purpose.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I'm going from here to Starbucks, and then you can put in there I'm going for a business meeting to meet with a client. And you can type in the purpose, put it on miles, and it saves it. And then on a weekly basis, it sends you a report, but it's still stored online.
Okay.
So at the end of the year, you have track of all of your business miles. You can also you can designate whether it's personal, like sometimes when I go to church, it tracks me when I go to church. So,
Okay.
and you can actually name those destinations. If you go to it frequently, so like, let's say I go from here to Starbucks or Staples, and when I go to that address, I just type a Staples. So it reminds me in case I wait 2 or 3 days, um, that if I wait 2 or 3 days and go back, oh yeah, I know what I did. I went there for a meeting with the client and put the client's name.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so it will even if you don't put it in, it will remind you to put in
Oh
where you
yes.
were going and what the reason was for.
Right.
Okay.
You can
That's
rename
really good.
the purpose and everything like that. That is such a great tool. And I will again put it in the link that I give to people. They'll get a 20% off when they do an
Okay.
annual subscription. It's a really affordable way, again, of keeps track. You can get it tracked through your cell phone as well as on the computer.
Okay, so that's perfect. If you don't have a cell phone, then you can still use your computer, take it with you. It'll track that as well.
Well, I've never taken my computer to try it with the tracking.
Oh, but the record of what
It
you had
works
on your phone goes on the
the
computer. Oh,
application for tracking with the GPS, but what's beautiful is the map that goes with it. So again, in the event of an audit, let's say 3 or 4 years later, after you filed your taxes and they come back and they want to do an audit, and the miles
mhm.
are going to be an issue. You imagine pulling out this report from a third party of the miles record, the record keeping of your miles taken. It's not a paper trail. I mean, it's a paper trail,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a handwritten journal as
Right, it's going to
much.
be electronic.
Right. I went to this place and it was
Okay.
recorded at the time of the incident, not a made up record at the end. So it
Right, where you're trying to remember exactly the time. Oh, you
correct.
forgot. You've already come back home. You don't remember what time it was or exactly how many miles it was. You forget to push the little button on your car to change the mileage. You don't have to worry about all those things.
Right, because it
It will.
keeps track of the mileage. So you can tell whether it's meant, and if like I've had to go to the doctor, and again, it's a different purpose, and you still get a mileage, and you put medical, and it records the rate that you're allowed to, and it keeps current for you the calculation of how much that means in money for the miles or the money saved.
Okay. Yes, so even for I worked at Scott's before, and for Scott's being a person there, you have to go to different like Home Depots and different Lowe's, and you have to track the mileage and then your destination. So for this, I could have used it for that as well to know how long it took me to get from one Home Depot to the other, where I was going the mileage, and that would have translated to money because you have to calculate your mileage in order to know how much your check is supposed to be. So that is even a great tool for someone in that line of work, and where you have to track your mileage for pay. You can use that as well.
And you can also record in there the toll that you paid as well as parking. So you have,
Whew.
yes, girl, keep track what you paid for it. And so you have everything right there in that one report through Miles IQ
And parking. See, now that is
and
amazing because
toll.
those tolls, I did not know about tolls until I moved to Florida. So if you're not familiar with tolls,
So even as
that's
a business owner, can
something
you
else.
see how using Miles IQ on your computer, I mean on
Yeah.
your cell phone, put it in your purse, it tracks. And then like every week at the end of the week, it says, oh, you have it gives me a notice that I need to categorize my trips. I do identify them as trips. You can go in there and make your little notes again on the computer. I love working on my computer. Get it done. And maybe in a half an hour get rid of all, or put your report together of all the miles that you've done for that previous week, and it's done.
Right.
And you
Yes.
probably would have, if you do what, 300 miles, you just saved yourself maybe over $150 because it's
Wow.
going to be able to, that goes on to, you give it to your tax preparer at the end of the year. That reduces your tax liability.
Absolutely. And we are all about learning ways where we can reduce the tax liability and ways that we can save money. With the Miles IQ, is there a subscription? Is it a long-term thing? How long would you have to keep it? Or is it something that you can do, here and there, or do you have to subscribe for it?
It is a subscription, but they
Okay.
even have a free trial where it's on your phone, and I think they give you like 10 free trips for the week or the month, and then you can
Oh,
see if you
wow.
like
Okay.
it, and then
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
like it, you can pay by the month or you can pay for the year. But again, if you will pay for the year, you get a 20% discount.
Okay, right. You get a 20% discount for the year. So it will be beneficial to just go ahead and make it an annual thing. And then you don't have to think of it every month, like, oh, did I pay for
No,
my
they'll
subscription?
take
It'll
it
just
out.
already be taken care
One of those things,
of.
again,
Okay, great.
they take it out and you'll know what it's for. It's really, I find it is a really helpful tool for my reports. There's
Okay.
certain reports I have to give, and then I just go back and again, if anybody questions, the miles that I took, I can give them the report and they can see the GPS.
Right. And this can be on your phone or on your computer.
Yes,
So
it's
you
the
can
report. You can work from
the
both what
report.
there's right for the report area from your phone or your computer. But the phone is where it tracks the GPS. I go over and select it, and then you can do. It's just a nice little tool. I
Okay.
think this. So I've just shared with you 3 tools to make your cell
Hmm.
phone really active. Make it your business partner.
Right. Instead of going and looking for one, your phone can be
Your
you
phone
carry it
becomes
around
a business
always
phone.
anyway.
Let's look at that. It's your business card. Okay. It's now your it helps you with keep track of your the money that you make and spend through the
Right.
cash talk accounting, and now it also helps you keep track. So it's almost like your VA, your virtual
Right.
assistant.
It's virtual assistant. Yes. Virtual assistant.
And then you can actually then name your cell phone. Give it a name.
Right. We're already calling them Siri and Alexa and
So
so
now
they have names.
so now you can give your cell phone its name because it's become your virtual assistant and helping you keep track of your money, making certain you always have your business card at hand, and then also track your money and making certain that you're keeping track of your miles so you can save money.
Absolutely. Keeping track of your money, bookkeeping, talking accounting. It codes and pictures your receipt. With the business miles, you can use it on your cell phone. It has GPS. It calculates business miles. And if you forget to log it in, it will wait until you log it in. So it's good for people who are always on the go and busy, and maybe you forget. And now with this, you don't have to worry about, oh, did I put that in? Did I mark that note? Did I mark that down? Because that is the biggest thing for business owners and entrepreneurs is remembering to mark it down and take a note and keep record.
Yes, it is. It really is.
So the business concierge, the name for that, where'd the name come up with the business concierge? Is that what the company is called?
My company's called this company is called Online Business Concierge. It's an online business
Oh,
concierge. The
okay.
concierge is if you go to a hotel, concierge tells you where to go. You ask
Right.
them a
They take
question,
care.
they help direct you. And I realized that's what I was doing, but it's for
Yeah.
business. And so where do you
Okay.
find me? Online. And so
Right. And I will make sure to tag the page as well because you do have a page for that, the online business concierge.
right through Facebook right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So I will make sure to tag that. And then I would just want to go back for people that may be joining or for people that are going to watch later. All you have to do is open up a new text message and you are going to send a message to 951-299-3177. Put the words Facebook in there so she'll know where you're coming from and hit send, and Miss Sandy will get your information and she will reach out to you and let you know about all these things that she has listed. I will make sure to put that on here so that it can be easily accessible as to what we talked about and what tools you might be interested in so that you can get your virtual assistant and you can name your phone and have all these things taken care of easily.
I appreciate it. Tell them, oh, also make certain that Facebook is the text message first. So that way,
Okay.
because my system will recognize it and automatically tag them, and then they'll get the proper information.
Okay. So make sure Facebook is listed first on
Yes.
there.
Now,
Absolutely. Thank you again for oh yes, I'm
oh,
sorry.
I
Go
was
ahead.
going to say one more thing. I realized in church the other day that many pastors and ministers could use this program for the V card as well, because the V card you can have a link that go to your website in different purposes. My girlfriend has, I think, about 3 or 4 different links that go to different pages in on
Oh,
her
okay.
V card. So it's not just for contact, but for sharing sites on your Facebook or on the internet page.
Right, because there was one other thing that I wanted to mention is that you can download the V card and you can put it, like Miss Sandy was saying, you can put it as your screensaver on your phone. And if you don't have, anything right there, you can show them your phone. You have your information right there, to send it to them. So your business card is always going to be on you. And we know how important it is to let everyone know about your business.
Correct.
So now you don't have to worry about, oh, did I bring it with me? Especially, times when you're like at the gym. Do you have your business card on you? But you need to have it. So you have like this that you
That
can
is so
use now.
true.
I'm
Oh,
talking about myself. I'm always like, where did I bring the cards with me? So now it's like, it's right there. You don't have to worry about that.
oh yeah, and you can get an area code for where you're at and everything. My area code's for where I'm at, and so you can get an area code for where you're at. And he has a variety of numbers, or you might even what do they call it when they're able to port your or use your current number and go from there. I have a different
Oh,
number just for my business though.
wow. Okay, that's awesome. And I really want to thank you for coming on and sharing, all these tools that you have and all this information and knowledge. We're definitely going to bring you back on, to talk about the other, information that we have and keep this thing going, because we know that it's a lot of times all we need to know is information.
Right.
And we have someone that can give us the help and the tools, and that is great to make life easier. So thank you for helping us out and coming and sharing some information with us, because we know it's early
It
where
is.
you are.
Yeah, it was six
It's very
o'clock. Yeah, but I got up at 4:30. So yes,
yes.
and thank you so very
So
much
thank
for.
you for coming and joining us this morning, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of the day.
Thank you so very much, Karen. Have a great day. You too.
Thank you. Talk to you again soon.
Bye bye.
Thank you guys again for tuning in and watching. And I will make sure to link all the information below for my business owners, entrepreneurs, startup companies, even if just for you to my artists out there. Any information that we talked about will be linked below, because these are great tools that you guys can use, with the cash accounting. It keeps track of your money and bookkeeping, the talk accounting, and the business miles IQ. Earlier, if you go out and look, you will see that we have one, about smartguy.com. So Miss Sandra has a lot of information for business owners and tools that you guys can use where you don't have to outsource, those things to other people and pay other people. You can take care of it in home, and get things done in home. So I will make sure to link all that below. Thank you guys again for tuning in and watching. And make sure you go and hit the subscription so that you can be notified whenever we go live, so that you don't miss any information or any topics or any of our live interviews. So I will see you all again next time. We will bring Miss Sandy on again. Make sure you show some love and share and let others know what you tuned into today. Thank you guys again.